From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from the Superdome. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
We go to the 180. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Hey, Shell.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith. 79 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
On first down, Allen. Quick slant, caught by Moore. 23 yards, the final tally.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
Check 37, check 37. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check your hot read. Half 10.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Craig Robertson in on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From just shy of midfield, Allen, and he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Here's Allen. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Damiere Byrd, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
We go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check. Pilot, 64, weak. Switch. Check.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Check 15. Kill.
On 2nd and very short. Goff. It's caught. Smith. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Like 20. 25 the mic. I'm not ready.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes were being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
Merlin. He's talking right. Hey, Echo. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. Watch safety creeping. Orange. Right, check.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Goff now looking to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal.
59. Hey, wahoo!
Now Goff. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown Saints. Traquan Smith with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Bravo.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming.
Here we go. 180.
58 for Mike. I'm coming for you, Mike. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Big ass, big.
2 up. Horrible. Hey, box truck, box truck.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ezekiel Ansah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Go, 12, go.
I got you. I got you. 59.
3rd and long. It's gone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's McCaffrey. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Hey, Mike, I don't even know why this team showed up. 52. Hey, my 7.
Play tight.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
Now it's gone. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's second down play, nets a -4. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third.
Hey, Shell.
Check 59.
Hey, seam 6.
Out of the gun. Goff. And that is incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Returnable here from the 38. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
At the Saints' 40-yard line.
47. Check, 47.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Allen now looks to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
First down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
On the carry, this is Scott. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Boston Scott, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point try good by Gano. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
17. Mike's fighting now.
To try again after the sack. Goff. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
From just shy of midfield, Goff. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Hey, Hayward! Mike's 59! Mike's 59! Exit!
To throw again on second down. Goff. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
59 Mike, check. Value 3.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up.
On the keeper, here's Goff. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
20. Check.
Goff going to keep it himself. No gain there as he kept it himself. It's 2nd down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Mike, 120. Check tight. No, just roll.
They'll run it with Kamara, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, Any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when it gets nowhere to escape, and he goes down? Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Allen. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Carolina.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Check back.
Allen. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Check four. Middle.
Here's Allen to throw it. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, first and 10.
Let him know.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From just shy of midfield, Allen. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46. Now Scott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Silver.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1 yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
I don't think you got it, son. Shoot.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And we'll see what he can do on the return. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
11 yards and a Panther first down. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Gano now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Saints 17.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Saints take over first and 10
We got work.
at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Whoa.
Check, 59.
Hey, exit.
Watch the curl, watch the curls. Mike's 59. Mike.
Here's Goff. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Go, go. Get him. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Here's Goff. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the 50, it's Goff. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Let's go, deep tight.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Where's 52?
On 2nd and 1, Goff got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Saints have retaken the lead. What's good on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
We got this.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. He's got the first down inside the 10. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Shift. Let flow.
Allen taking it himself, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Josh Allen, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 14 yards is the pickup, first down New Orleans. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
We're good.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Super one. Hey, Alpha.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Hey, 76. Hey, Delta. All right. Come on now.
On 2nd and 9, Goff completes it to Powell. 23 yards the pickup there. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Hey, Echo.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Back to throw. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Let's go.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go again with Scott. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Tackle made by Adrian Phillips.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Go. Mike's 56.
Back to throw. Allen. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Bring it up. 56, right there, 56. Hey.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
6, pull it hard. 5 wide.
Check.
Allen to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Allen. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Shift! Watch the shift! 47 Mike! Mike, 47! I got it. Hey, Charlie! 47 is the Mike. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Alert!
Allen going to throw. Throw caught here by Bird. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receiver do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen being chased at, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one,
you likely cost yourself the game.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Goff with his first throw in OT. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
To throw is Goff. That'll be complete to Cook. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Louis. Hey, box truck. 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Here we go, fellas.
On 2nd and 9. Goff on the check down. He finds Kamara. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for the Saints, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.